What's going on, people? It's your boy City. Welcome back to On My Left and Right Nut YouTube channel. And man, it is approximately, what time is it? It's about 8:19. And I'm about ready to head towards the gym. I'm about to get me an early start in. I actually have an eventful, I'm going to say, eventful day, eventful next 2 weeks, man. I'm about to go out of town for my job with AT&T. And we're doing a road trip for the business to business sales part of it. So I'm trying to get me a jump on that, bro. So the reason for this video today, I want to talk about falling in love with being a boss again. It's something that I didn't realize that I had forfeited a while ago, and we're gonna talk about it, man. So I've realized over the years, man, I've had different kind of positions in my life as far as management, lead, team build kind of situations, where normally anywhere I go, I end up being a leader or a manager in some kind of capacity. This job's no different. Like what they're teaching us is how to be out there in the field, how to sell. And then once we get a certain amount of sales, you'll become a lead. And once you become a lead, you show how strong you can build a team up. And once you build that team up, it shows if you're prepared or not to have your own office. And so they're teaching you like basically the fundamental steps of leadership and stuff like that, in the initial steps and then the end game steps of how to be a leader. Well, no matter where I go, my bad, I gotta get me some gas, man. I got like 27 miles and to mess your boy up. I gotta put more than my $5 in that I normally put in at the time. But anyways, man, so like, yeah, they teach you ways of being a leader and how to go about your business. In my last video, I told y'all I've been showing up to the leadership meetings versus the regular meetings. Like the one I was supposed to come in at 8:30, I show up at 7:15 for the leaders meetings and the ones I'm supposed to be there for. And one thing that my manager, boss, Devin, he was speaking on is, yeah, like obviously he wants us to sell. That's the way he makes money. That's how we make money. That's the purpose we're in the job. But he was saying some stuff that if you don't really pay attention or have a boss mindset, you're not gonna grasp. And I'm realizing going through these meetings with him and the rest of the team, I lost that edge that I used to have. So the things that he was saying up there is, before we get any further, he was saying like, man, sometimes you don't have the hot hand. Sometimes there's streaks where you don't hit sales numbers or you don't get any sales. He said, but that's where you got to be a team player and realize you have teammates that even if you're not scoring, they might be on, but you make sure you do your thing as a team player to make it easier for them. So yeah, maybe I'm not shooting and making the best of shots today. But with that being said, I still know how to pass. I still know how to distribute. I still know how to communicate. I still know how to play defense. Like, these things matter. So even if you're not hitting the shots, you still are doing what you need to as a team player and how to be a leader. Because sometimes as a leader, you don't always have to lead in scoring. So that's the one thing he said. The second thing he said is, yes, like we said, you want to make your sales, but there's going to be stretches where you don't make sales. And in this game of leadership and reaching up to leadership in the beginning stage, being in the field, teaching people, getting your own office, they want to know about your long term. Like, yeah, you have troubled times and stuff, and you have situations that might be hard in the beginning, but can you persevere? Because he literally said, we want to know if you can last. Do you have what it takes to outlast the hard times, even if stuff is going bad? And that's where we need to be at in the SR, man. I said all that to talk about semen retention, because y'all know this what the channel is about, and that's on my left and right nut. Somewhere in this game of life, man, I allow people to emasculate me even emasculate myself, where I used to be so full of energy, youthfulness, wanting to get out and be a leader that I was, but somewhere around the rounds, like, people made me feel some type of way about being a leader. Like, they always felt like they could do stuff better or whatever, woody woody woo. And that's the kind of leader I am, because it was never about control for me. It's never been a thing about, oh, I'm telling you this or that. No, whoever in the position felt fit for me to be in the position, because they felt like I know how to run a team. But I also learned to listen to my team. So sometimes I learned how to lead from the back. Okay, you think you can do this? I'm going to fall back behind, let you do your thing. But me as a leader, I know how to be able to adjust it and fix it. But over time, bro, it's just like after a while, like, I really just kind of disappeared in the background from leading and kind of just accepted my role as a follower. And that's not what I am. I know how to follow. I know how to lead from the back, but I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. And somewhere through this period of time, like, my mind switched to follower mindset, short-term instant gratification mindset. Because I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. This is what's going on with my job right now. Right now, I have been having an issue. I've been having a confidence issue because my job's going in the field. I've been there for like a month, 3 weeks now, right? Maybe going on 2 months. I feel like I am phenomenal at talking to people. I feel like I'm amazing at talking to people. I used to work at Sprint, and my manager there, she'll tell me, like, yeah, you might not be the best at sales, but you are hands down the best customer service person that I have. Because there's a girl at the other place named Jessica. She was probably better than me at sales, but when it came to customer service, I was the better of the two. And it was kind of like a blend of it, because we were probably almost equally as good. Because, yes, she was a lot better at selling, but my customer service would get me in the door to be able to sell just as effectively as her. And they would probably want to deal with me off the strength that I know how to talk to people. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm used to, like, I know how to talk to people, but here, people say, hey, like, you're not being very professional, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That's a mixed bag from different people. And I'm realizing, bro, it ain't even that I ain't being professional. Some people just have a way of going about how they do stuff. Like, let me give y'all an example to see if I'm tripping, because maybe I am, and maybe I don't want to say anything. I don't cuss in front of customers. I don't be using all kinds of crazy slang. Like, yes, I might use slang from time to time because I'm a human, and I talk to people like they're humans, not robots. Even if they're business owners, they still have senses of humor. Like, I'm not going out my way to sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to be like I got a stick up my ass. You get what I'm saying? But I was talking to somebody the other day, and the lady, she was obviously busy. She really didn't have time to talk like that, but my coworker kept trying to talk to her, so you could see, like, the body signs, the body language was saying, hey, she's about to abort mission. She's stepping back. And, you know, like, I know people got stuff to do, but me being the person I am, I'm managing the situation and talking, because I seen when he talked, she pulled back. But when I talked, she kind of like stepped forward, leaned in, kind of was more willing to listen, because how he was doing it just was too direct, and what she had going on, she wasn't trying to hear that. But long story short, she was like, I really have a lot of stuff I got to do. She was like, it's been busy in here today. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. And I just asked the lady, I was like, you know, you ain't got to be in here all day. You can come out here and do pictures with us in the rain. Simple as that. Just started laughing. She started laughing with me. You know, it wasn't no big thing. But when I got out, my coworker was like, you know, that ain't really professional. And I'm like, what? Like, it's a joke. Like, bro, it wasn't like I said anything sexual or anything towards this lady. It just literally was that. So that's why I'm like, I can't be myself. But with that being said, over that time period, I've had a couple people had to say the same thing about me being professional. And it kind of scared me, so I haven't really been out in the field like I should. But with that being said, I've said all that to say this. That's where my confidence has been at lately. But if we go back and look at my numbers, like whenever I do go out there and do something and go talk to people, I normally do pretty good at being able to show people presentations or whatever. But my long story short, I don't want to go into too much of that. It sounds like I'm just rambling. Long story short, I just lost confidence. And so I'm going this weekend out of town with the trip to Tyler with Miss Tammy and them, because she's really good, and I really want to get to pick her brain on this road trip. And so, like, I said, dang, man, I've had this mindset of a follower for quite some time now. Like, I've let people trick me out my spot. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to talk to people. I know how to do these things. And so I sat there and I was telling my homeboy last night, because he was like, bro, I don't know if this job's for you. Like, and I get it as a homeboy. I got what he was saying, but he don't know where my mindset is right now. I have to outdo these situations. I have to show that I can outlast the hard times. And that's exactly where I'm at now when it comes to all this. Like, I know what I gotta do. Like, honestly, I'm gonna show y'all something. Like, y'all see my body right now, it ain't showing, it ain't no muscles or nothing. If y'all go back and look at my videos from maybe not this last video, but the videos before that, I was a lot bigger, bro. A lot bigger. Now, I know the reason why I ain't been in this, I haven't been in the gym like that. I went somewhere to Arizona right before, like, the last video. I was on my way to Arizona or somewhere in that range. And my car was messed up. Like, I didn't have no brakes. So my car was sitting there for months because I just didn't have the money. I'm just going to be real, to get it fixed. And I was stuck in the house all day. I just was able to go to work. My job's across the street, so it wasn't no problem for me to commute to work. Well, one of my jobs is across the street. That's the job I was working full time at that time. So it wasn't hard for me to get to work. But when I got off, like, I gotta be here, or I gotta wait till either my brother or my homeboy, when they were staying with me, to come home so I can go get me some food. So I wasn't really eating until the end. Long story short, I've done lost about 30 pounds of muscle, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, I need to get back to it. So, like, this morning, I'm like, boss mindset. Like, that's what that's about. And I know I'm kind of rambling, but there's a overall thing. Like, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset, the 9 to 5 mindset to the boss mindset. Like, I'm up here laying in bed all day. Like, I'm like, bro, I get up when I get up and do it, whatever. No, a boss is very intentional about, hey, yo, we got to go get it. And, like, right now, I told myself, you need to get up and get it. Don't just lay here. Don't just sit here doom scroll and get up. Those kind of things. You need to get out here. Like, even when it comes to DoorDash, and I have a bad habit of sitting there. Now, it might be bad, might be good, but I just ain't gonna lie. I'll cut my DoorDash on and lay in my bed a lot of times before I get me a really good order to get me motivated. But the reality is, I should just jump in my car, go to the hot spot where the cash is, and let it go off versus sit here waiting 30 minutes to an hour, because you never know. Sometimes they'll give you an order, sometimes they don't. But, like, bro, I want to be really intentional and get back in this boss mindset, because I have the desire to want to do that again. And that, I'm trying to figure out, I did my last relapse was on the 2nd, I want to say. I think it was like 2 Mondays ago. I want to say it's 2 Mondays ago, at the latest 2 Tuesdays ago. But I want to say Monday was the last day and Tuesday was the first day where I was like, I actually retained. So it would have been in that range. So I'm pulling up on the 2 weeks mark. And I'm excited about that. Being back in the boss mindset got me doing these videos again. Like, I'm remembering what I'm supposed to do. What I am and ain't going for, man. But the main thing about this is just, like, get back on your grind, bro. You know what you are. If you you just know if you got it in you. If you don't, you don't. Like, bro, I realized I was somebody that lost it, and I need to get it back, bro. Like, this 30 pounds of muscle being gone is unacceptable to me, bro. Like, I'm so disgusted, because I think about me working at AT&T and how good I'll look in those suits if I had the weight I had before I went on that road trip for my moving company. I'll be killing it right now as far as, like, bro, they eating out my hand. Plus on this SR, bro. So I'm about to go get in this gym right now. After that, I'm about to go DoorDash. And then after that, I got to go get back home. I got clothes in the house washing, because we got to go on a 2-week trip to Tyler, Texas this weekend for that next 2 weeks. So I'm going to be gone. So trying to get everything done, man, and do stuff that the bosses are supposed to do, man. And that's on my left, right nut, bro. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, it's been your boy City. Peace.